Welcome back to another explainer. Today, we're investigating a very specific and honestly very universal frustration. We're going to look at exactly why getting those highly recommended 7 to 8 hours of pristine sleep doesn't guarantee you'll wake up with brighter under eyes. It's a stubborn issue that affects people of literally all ages and skin types, so we're going to break down the science of why your bed just isn't always the ultimate cure.
You know that exact mirror moment. You did everything completely right. You went to bed early, you got your full 8 hours, you actually feel rested, but you look in the mirror and boom, those dark shadows under your eyes are still staring right back at you. It is incredibly frustrating, right? For years, the pervasive advice has simply been, oh, just get more sleep. But today, we are going to bust that myth wide open. The truth is, while fatigue can absolutely make dark circles look more noticeable, sleep is just one tiny piece of a much bigger biological puzzle.
Okay, don't get me wrong. During deep rest, your body does an amazing job repairing itself. Blood circulation improves, tissues regenerate, and inflammation naturally decreases. So yes, sleep easily fixes temporary puffiness, it improves your skin's hydration, and absolutely makes you look generally fresher. But sleeping for 10 hours straight will not magically erase your genetics. It simply cannot instantly pump up your collagen levels, scrub away deep hyperpigmentation, or repair years of sun damage overnight.
Section 1. Biology behind the shadows.
So, if we are officially crossing lack of sleep off our main suspect list, what is actually going on here? Well, it's time for a little self-diagnosis, because dark circles are not a monolith. They come in all sorts of different shades that point to entirely different root causes. Next time you grab a mirror, look really closely at the actual tint of your under eyes. If your circles are brown, you're likely looking at hyperpigmentation. If they lean a bit blue, it's probably the effects of very thin skin. A purple tint, that usually means you're seeing the visible blood vessels underneath. If the area is just puffy, we're talking about fluid retention, whereas a hollow look points directly to aging and collagen loss. And if they're red, well, that's often a clear sign of allergies or irritation. Figuring out that specific color tells you exactly what structural or biological issue you're actually dealing with.
Let's break down a few of these major biological suspects, starting with hyperpigmentation. This is simply excess melanin production in the skin. It's really often triggered by cumulative sun exposure without protection, or hormonal changes, or even just frequent rubbing of your eyes, which creates friction. As we just learned, pigmentation-related dark circles usually appear brown, and our sources specifically note that this is especially common in folks with medium to deeper skin tones.
Another massive factor here is thin skin. The skin directly beneath your eyes is just a fraction of a millimeter thick. It is literally the thinnest skin on your entire body. Because it's so incredibly delicate, the blood vessels flowing right underneath it become highly visible. And that is exactly what gives off that bluish or purplish shadow. What's more, as our collagen naturally decreases with age, this already delicate skin becomes even thinner and loses its bounce. Throw in genetic factors, like having naturally deep-set eyes, and you create physical shadows that perfectly mimic dark circles.
Section 2. Lifestyle and hidden triggers. Now that we've got a handle on the structural biology, we need to look at the daily lifestyle habits, the hidden triggers that might be secretly sabotaging your under-eye skin. Take seasonal allergies, for example. When your eyes are itchy, you naturally want to rub them. But repeated friction literally causes broken capillaries and increased pigmentation. Plus, the nasal congestion from those allergies actually slows down the blood flow around your eyes, making those underlying veins swell up and look way more prominent. Then we have dehydration, which physically makes the under-eye area appear sunken and dull. Sun damage stimulates extra melanin. And finally, smoking restricts blood flow and vital oxygen delivery to the skin, while alcohol dehydrates you even further. Both of these just accelerate skin aging.
We also have to talk about what's on your plate, because poor nutrition plays a huge role here. The sources link specific nutritional deficiencies to the appearance of dark circles. We're talking iron, vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin K, and folate. Iron deficiency is actually a massive one to watch out for. When you lack iron, your body's ability to deliver oxygen to your tissues drops significantly. And when the tissues under your eyes are starved of oxygen, it quite literally casts a darker shadow right under the skin.
And here is a modern trigger we almost all fall victim to: excessive screen time. Staring at your phone or your laptop for long hours causes serious eye fatigue. But worse, it actually increases the dilation of the blood vessels right under your eyes, making those veins pop and look much more noticeable. The fix for this? The 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for exactly 20 seconds. This one incredibly simple habit gives your eyes a vital break and stops those vessels from constantly dilating. I know it sounds almost too easy, but honestly, remembering to actually do it might be the hardest part of your day.
Section 3. What the experts say.
All right, we've identified the triggers. Let's call in our clinical experts to provide some real authority on how to properly diagnose and treat these stubborn shadows. Celebrity cosmetic dermatologist Dr. Jayshree emphasizes that dark circles are multifactorial. That's a fancy way of saying several causes are often happening at the exact same time. She points out that trying to treat only one factor, like, say, getting an extra hour of sleep, simply will not produce noticeable results if you are simultaneously dealing with pigmentation, unchecked allergies, or natural collagen loss. A single remedy is rarely the whole answer.
Building right on top of that, Dr. Rajmi, another cosmetic dermatologist, offers this absolutely crucial advice. You have to identify the root cause first. Are you looking at pigmentation, vascular changes, facial anatomy, or aging? You have to figure that out before you even think about selecting skincare products. Echoing Dr. Jayshree, Dr. Rajmi notes that a highly personalized approach, matching the exact treatment to your specific root cause, is what actually provides the best outcomes.
Section 4. Targeted skincare solutions. Okay, let's pivot from the problem to the action plan. Let's map out a real, practical strategy by matching specific skincare ingredients directly to the root causes we've just uncovered. We're going to play a little targeted matchmaking here. If your dark circles are brown and caused by pigmentation, your perfect match is vitamin C. It naturally brightens that excess melanin and supports your collagen synthesis. But if your circles are blue or purple, or if you're really struggling with puffiness, your match is caffeine. Turns out your morning coffee isn't just for drinking. Applying caffeine topically actually constricts those visible blood vessels and drains the fluid retention that's causing all that puffiness.
Beyond just vitamin C and caffeine, there are a few other heavy-hitting ingredients to consider. Niacinamide is fantastic for actively improving uneven skin tone and strengthening your skin barrier. If your main issue is thin, dehydrated skin, hyaluronic acid will provide intense hydration and temporarily plump that whole area up. Peptides are amazing for supporting collagen and restoring firmness. And then there's retinol, which encourages cell turnover and collagen production. However, a quick word of warning from the experts: the eye area is extremely delicate, so strong actives like retinol really must be introduced very, very gradually to avoid any irritation.
So what does a successful long-term routine actually look like? Well, it all comes down to 4 core daily steps. Step 1. Wear broad-spectrum SPF every single day to stop UV rays from triggering more melanin and breaking down your hard-earned collagen. Step 2. Always remove your makeup gently without any aggressive rubbing. Remember, friction causes pigmentation and broken capillaries. Step 3. You must be consistent. Skincare is biology, not magic. You need to commit to a routine for 6 to 12 weeks to see real improvements. And finally, Step 4. Choose gentle products. Avoid harsh exfoliants around the eyes. Our sources suggest that naturally inspired, skin-friendly botanical products, like the ones you can find from the timb store, can safely and effectively support this kind of long-term, consistent routine.
Which brings us to the end of today's explainer. I really want to leave you with a question to think about. Now that you actually know how to spot your root cause, what is the very first step you are going to change in your routine tomorrow? Because lasting radiance isn't a quick fix, and it's certainly not just an extra hour of sleep. It takes highly targeted care and everyday consistency. So stop blaming your bedtime and start treating your actual biology. Thanks for focusing in with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.